blanks, and today we're going to make a frilled note card. Now I have another little sample here where we had pasted on the koala. The one you see on the screen, of course, we've colored in with our own personal color choices with brush pens. All you need is one piece of 12 by 12 cardstock in order to cut the note card and the envelope. So there's not much to it, except you're going to add your own little drawings at the end. Now, one last thing before we get going on the project, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. So here we are in Design Space, and we're going to be making our note card. So this is the file that you need to upload. It's called Note Card Frilled. Once you upload it, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to insert the image, and we'll make a few adjustments. Obviously we want to ungroup this, and I'm going to move this little guy up here with the note card itself. You would never know it was there. I'm going to take a look at the main note card. Once again, I'm going to change its color. I generally change them to yellow so I can see what's going on, and it still needs to be ungrouped, so I'm going to ungroup it again. What I want to get to are the score lines initially, which are those 4 lines, and you'll notice that that is a group as well, which happens to work out well. So those are 4 lines they've set to cut. We're going to come over here and we're going to set them to score. Now there's one other line that we need to be concerned with, and that's the dotted line. Well, we don't want that to cut because that would cut little holes. So I'm going to see if I can select it here. Just come over here and check. Yes, I've selected that. We want that one to draw in place. So I'm going to click on draw, and let's pick a color. Let's go with green just so we can differentiate it. And then I'm going to select over the whole thing and come down here and attach it. Perfect. So we're finished with the top part of the card. Let's move the note card over. Let's ungroup this one. So let's select over this. We'll notice that it is still grouped, and there are 2 pieces to it. We have the cut piece and the cut piece. So let's just click on the black one here on the layers panel. I'm going to change that one to yellow as well. And now we can see these little lines again. Same thing that we wanted to do over here. Let's select it in the layers panel. Let's change it from cut to draw, and let's change the color to green. Now once again, select over both, make sure you attach them. This is a fairly simple project. Okay, our last little guy is what we want to draw in the corner over here. So I've selected it. There's tons of little cut pieces, but we don't want that. We want to come over here to cut, and we want to select draw. And you'll notice that it all comes together this way, and we're going to place him over here, but it looks like he is behind everything, so we're going to come over here to arrange and send to front, and now he will draw in this little area here. So we're going to select those all together, and of course we are going to attach them. Now, those are the only 2 pieces we need for this project, so we're all set. We're going to save it, and we're going to call this note card, and I'm going to call it koala. That's a little koala in the corner, so we'll save it. Now all we need to do is come over here and make it. It should come onto one mat. And it does. I'm just going to pull this down a bit. So we're all set to go. All we need to do here is click continue. It's going to set it up. It's going to ask for our material, and I'm going with medium cardstock once again. And it wants a pen and a scoring wheel, and then it'll change it to a cut. So we're all ready to make this. So let's get making, and then we'll get on to the assembly. Okay, we're ready to put together our little note card. I call it the frill note card because it has some perfs on it. We've also had some writing put on that side of it, and of course the little note card itself with the little koala. We're going to start by using some brush pens, and if you have some of these lying around, you can actually get them at the dollar store. Now you'll notice the little koala here has a little heart, so we're going to start by painting in the little heart. I don't need a lot of color, but it's one thing to cut a project, it's another one to add a little pizzazz to it with a little color. Now that's all we're going to do for the red. I'm not going to color the rest of the panda. This is going to be the note card that goes on the inside. And of course we can write a little note with it. I'm just going to use a black gel pen and I'm just going to write thank you. You are appreciated. A little heart there, and of course we can color that little heart in as well. I'm just trying to add a little embellishment to a very plain card, and it gives such a personal touch. People absolutely love these. Now this card is going to fit inside here, but we want this on the outside. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to put our little flaps together. My pens are moving around here. I'm going to burnish these flaps. And I want to burnish the bottom coming in. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to glue these flaps to this part. That's where we'll be doing our gluing. And this part is going to come down over top. Just have to pick up that score line. Really tough to see. Here like this, there it is right there. It will fold automatically when you see that score line. It's a little tough to see. Okay, just give it a good swipe so I burnish it into place. And of course the note card is going to fit in this way. This is going to be really cute. So what we're going to do with this part, we're going to add some designs on the top, and we're just going to use our brush pens. We can draw it first with a black pen and then add our brush pens for a little extra. Because you see that there's a color coming through. This is all white, so maybe we want to add something here. But I think the first thing we want to do is glue these flaps down. So I'll give them a little bit of glue on each side. Just move my note card out of the way. Have to give it too much. There we go. Just hold those into place. Now we're going to figure out where these come down. So what we want to do is to be able to add some design in here. So I'm thinking we could add a little sort of grass pattern to it. And I'll just write in some zigzags. Yes, you could do this on the Cricut, but this looks more authentic the way we're going to do it. Simply take my brush pen and give it some scoops like this. Of color in with it if you wanted to, but I think this is absolutely perfect the way we have it. So now we have our little heart card design. You could change this, you could add other colors to it. This is all glued together now. We have our insert with a little koala and a little heart, and that's going to fit right inside there. So that is our note card with frills project. Well, I hope you had a lot of fun making this cute little project with a simple note card with your handwritten note on it, and of course the little koala in the corner with the colored in heart, and of course the envelope itself, and it's got a trim around the edge. It also has some holes through it so that you can see a drawing that you put on the other side, and of course the drawn hearts on that side. It was a fun project to make and pretty simple, but it's one of those great projects where you can use your Cricut machine. You can add your own personal flair. It's not just all cut by a machine. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed it. and happy crafting. But one last thing, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.